Morning. Yes, let me set up everything up here. And how's the volume? It's okay. Good stuff. Nope, missed. Okay, let's find some details on this ship. It's been a little while. Would have been issue 5, I think. Yeah. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? I know it's been a while. Well, I mean, enjoy it because this is the last you're going to see of these particular guys. I do like the underlighting on this thing. I'm not sure if that's how we should go, but I think this needs to be a little bit smaller. Oop. What? Okay. God forbid I put down the, I minimized for a second there. Hey, Art Smith, how's it going? Hey, Sheldon. Good to see you. I'm glad to hear you're all set there, Mike. I know you've been through the shit. So at least now you can take it easy. How far along does this fin thing go? And do I have the page that would show me? Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Pretty close. Yeah, just gonna see how it all plays out. We need to put that up here-ish. Well, in the meantime, try to hang out and just relax, I guess. Oh, thanks, man. It's a little crazy every once in a while to see, like, oh yeah, that's what I was drawing like at the beginning of this thing. Like, I guess I picked a couple of things up, which is nice. When you're like 40 and you're like, oh, let's try drawing again. You don't really expect to get any better than you ever were. So it's been kind of gratifying to be like, oh, well, thank God, at least we can. I'm not stuck being as good as I was. Because that, it's like, okay, well, that wouldn't have been too much fun. Oh, I guess we should probably work on this one before we get to that one. I don't know. Maybe we should just draw the fucking rocket ship thing. It's been a long game. I was pretending up until now, and just like, oh, thank God, now I can finally show off properly. Hey, Arch, how's it going? Not a bad idea. Thank you, honey. Getting the knee brace up. Hang on a second here. Wouldn't have thought about it until, I go for my smoke break and I can't get up from a chair. There we go. I should probably stick to fine liners for this. Really clean outline, I think. See, now if I could only, figure out how to remember techniques, I'd be unstoppable, man. Unfortunately, it's not happening. So I got to settle for being stoppable with difficulty. Oh, man, we're just doing all bangers to start off with. I should probably be using a ruler for these things. That would be a smart idea. I'm trying to see how I did this last time. Don't exactly want to get into the trap of feeling like I have to maintain continuity, because that's not going to help me at all. But at the same time, I kind of like the look of this ship. A little bit cleaner than that. Thank you. Appreciate it. I feel like this wing's gotten a bit too high. That should be like around here somewhere. That would make more sense. There's gonna be a lot of waiting out. Fuck. Okay. Let me see this thing from dead on. Yeah. This is the problem with tilting it, is I lose track of what the plane looks like. Yep, that's a whole area there that's going to have to be redone. Okay, great. But it does need it. So I think we'll wait till after to do that. Like to white it in. Yeah, just have to fudge it a little bit. This is the kind of thing that could have been useful if I mapped out a little bit in the penciling stage, but oh well, what can you do? I mean, you could pencil next time, but doesn't seem too likely. Hey Jeff, how's it going? Thanks very much. Hey Brain, how you doing? Glad I could prompt you to leave immediately. It feels like I'm doing something right. Let's see if we can find some curves that actually fit this. maybe not. This is pretty tight. That's too much. No, I don't think so. I think it's a bit too tight. I think we're going to have to wing it. This one we should be able to come up with. Yeah. Although it loses a little bit of the taper there, but no, not so much. There we go. Yeah. And we're only like 20 minutes in, not even, and we've already hit 2 Transformers the movie songs. We gotta be careful. Ease off Spotify a little bit. It's gonna blow his wad too quick. That's not too bad. A little bit rough, but pretty smooth. Right off the page. That's always smart. Finding out just how not smart that is. By the way, we're trying to figure out how to sort things up with a fucking printer. Anything that approaches the edge of the page, it's like, oh, that's a bad idea. Let's do that a little bit at least. Manga and crop everything. Yeah, like what? Just like put an outline around everything. I'm not sure how manga does it, or crop it all close because that'd be a problem with the way the printers work. Yeah, well, it seems like Wednesdays has a lot of competition. I know Omer does his thing on Wednesdays. Wouldn't have thought it, it's like when I just picked it because it's middle of the week. It's between my Sunday cast, or stream rather, whatever. And I guess that's kind of what other people were thinking as well. Dynamics and heel artists extend illustrations all the way to the very edge of the page. I know I'd like to. I have plenty of pages that do that. The problem that's been the problem though with the printers is that they can't seem to line up the edge of the page with where it needs to be in the printed edition. So they need an extra bleed of some kind. So an extra like a gutter essentially. And it's just been back and forth trying to figure out what the fucking ratio on that gutter should be. And it's like they can't tell me. So I think next time I got to go with an American one like Comic Wellspring or something because that was the whole thing was just like, okay, it's Canadian. At least shipping shouldn't be too bad. at least, in comparison to the American shipping, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, no, it's like, how do you not know how to deal with a full bleed? I can't be the first to be doing this, Goes right up to the thing, yeah. Steve, I think. Well, I mean, the printers I got to use, they're all like smaller scale kind of stuff, right? Where it's like, hey, you can print 25 copies for this much. Pretty sure most of the big boys will go to people who are like, we don't do 25 copies. Sorry, minimum 1,000. Something like that. So you want to deal with guys who are okay with printing 25 copies or something. You got to put up with, but we don't know how to do, like, comic stuff, even though we definitely advertise that we do. This feels like it's pitching down a little bit, but... Let's sort that out. Well, I mean, 25 works for me. I was like, the amount of print issues I need in total is somewhere like in the neighborhood of about like 60 or 70. I am getting a little bit of income there. Okay. So that's all fine. It's just like, turns out when they don't do a whole lot of stock, it's because they don't focus a whole lot on comics themselves. They're more like they do a lot of different kinds of printing, so books and prints, that kind of thing. trace a line here, I think, to... That actually won't be too bad, considering most of the wing is blacked in. Just trace a line up to here, and then... Yeah, that'll be fine. I mean, you know, it'd be better if I'd sorted it out beforehand, but this isn't too bad. Around there? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good start. Every once in a while, somebody would be like, hey, I like the way you spot your blacks. Like, oh shit, yeah, that's a thing people do, isn't it? Hey, Monty, how's it going? No, of course I did. I never start early, man. That's not a thing that gets done around here. I should probably rule off that panel border now. It must be weird living in a world where everybody else's clock is broken, eh, Monty? No, it's 7 o'clock, man. It's always been 7 o'clock. Every once in a while, I'll have to start a little bit late, but yeah. It says so on the channel. Like, in the description of, like, every video. I think. Should. Yeah. Wednesday, 7 p.m. I said that months ago. Do you honestly think I would change it? That would mean doing something, like doing work. Not just going along with how things already are. That's nothing like me, man. Where'd the 08 go? I know you were here. I was drawing with you at one point. There you are. Yeah, that's always the rough thing, you know? It's like, man, this would be a lot easier if I lived on the East Coast. I think I guarantee a lot more people watching. Or even like Central, you know, at least you can kind of tailor it that way. But like West Coast, it's like, okay, I'm just gotta live with the fact that I'm gonna be up way too late for most people. Like I usually finish up around like midnight Eastern. That's like that doesn't really work out for a lot of people, I guess. Not during the week. Oh fuck, stay put. Brick. Do we cut off the explosion, the thrust thing? I think so. Could be wrong. Yeah. Draw a line. That's what you're for. It's literally all you're for. Yeah, fucker, stay put. Jesus Christ, the ornery rulers today. I mean, at least right now I could do that. Start at 3 PST. Yeah, maybe that'd get me more people showing up. I don't know, I feel like with the comics crowd, 9 p.m. isn't the worst thing, because then you get the guys who are just up late on YouTube, and that's a lot of us. Is that smudge? No, that's just pencil. Okay, cool. I think the straight edge has to conform to me, not the other way around. I think I want the brush for that. It's an interesting effect having the ship popping out of the panel border, but not the blast behind it. So you sure that was a good idea? Like, no. I am not. Thank you for asking so much. Well, I mean, by all means, keep thinking you're right and I'm wrong, Monty. That seems to be working out well for you. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Because then you'll just tell me I'm right, and then the whole system will be off, right? Wrong. Shit, I just hit that way to stop that. That looks like a bit too much down here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I feel like I really knew what I was doing at one point. Not so much anymore. Let's make this a little bit smaller here. Yeah, this needs to be reduced a little bit. Something like that. I still get a couple here and there. Mike and Sheldon were in earlier. They were here right at the beginning. And Art Smith was here. I'm not sure if he still is. It's usually a case of, they stop by at some point. Some, a few of them do. They are probably being abducted. That is, that's what most people try and get done in the summer, right? I don't know if John's still doing, he was doing Friday nights on Dawn stream. I would imagine, probably. I think OK's work schedule changed a while back, so I haven't seen him for months, unfortunately. That's a drag. I always like when he's on the streams. You work most Wednesday? Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Oh wow, Monty's might actually stick around for a little bit. That's fucking crazy. Quite centered now. That's a little better. Oh man, I mean that's my feeling usually when it looks like Monty might stick around. Don't sweat it, buddy. They let me slide on the streams. I'm sure we'll let you slide. So many of these turn into, let's see what dumb shit Mitch is saying today. And then I gotta, put out videos 3 times a week talking like I know things. I don't know I don't know that we have a lot of Wednesday regulars. I honestly don't keep track of who shows up when. That'd be a good thing to know. I feel like Comic King shows up on Wednesdays a lot, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll be okay for. So that's that panel done. That's nice. Hey, that's the first panel done in months. Oh, it's right here. That's another one. Robo often shows up. Where's it? Fucking my Tombos. I guess that's it. Is that the only one? I should have 2. All right. So they're black. Wait, where's the fucking blue Tombos? Okay, I guess we're breaking a new combo. It's a good thing I got plenty. One day I'm gonna run out of combos. Like, oh shit, I gotta reinvest. I don't know if I'll ever find like 50 Tombos in bulk again for a reasonable price. I'm thinking probably not. Not on the outer. I'm currently on. Not on the outer. I'm currently on. I thought that's super. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I know who Raven Lightweaver is. Now I can hear it cackling. Let's see here. Like that? Yeah, like that. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit more on me. Like, I probably should know that fucking name. And I might hear about it later. Thoroughly possible. Why is this not black? Shouldn't it be black? Okay, let's patch it off somewhat. We need slightly different textures in the cockpit here, at least a little bit. Oh, that's true. Yeah, because I do usually refer to Ed Raven as Raven. So yeah, no, we're starting all sorts of problems here. Oh, that's like the back of the chair, isn't it? Oh, that's what that line was. Okay. Okay, well, I know what's going on at least a little bit. That's all that matters. Yeah, no, the delay is something else. Like, I'll say something, and then 10 seconds later, hear giggling from the other side of the house. Being confused and being confusing are not the same things. Let's let this stuff dry a little bit and let's work on this down here. Hey, Robo, how's it going? Oh, this is a good one. I should be using this one. I should be wearing out the old one. Yeah. That's what this is. Use up the last of what's got. I guess there's some kind of wheel or something here. Seems likely. Didn't figure out a whole lot about how the cleared cockpit works. We're going to have to figure that out in this issue, though. Because they're going to be spending some time in here. And let's try not to forget doing the sound effect in here as well. It's not something I'm good at, but it's something we're going to do anyway. So you're going to try and tell us you're old enough to hang out with us, Robo, and then you're going to talk about playing Roblox, man, like my kid does. Yeah, get off of there. Or like my kid did. I think he grew out of it. Since 2008. Roblox has been going since fucking 2008. Holy shit. All right. I guess it's honestly not too different, like not too far along the line from Pokemon. I still think Pokemon is for the kids, but you know. A lot of people close to my age seem to disagree. That too is dedication. Correct. No, that's fair. That's why I do these every 3 days. It's you know, just to keep you going for a bit, just a little bit longer. What are we doing here? I don't know. We're making fucking shapes or something. Seems like shapes. Yeah, why not? I want to be done this panel sometime soon. That'll do. Man, already this thing's gonna. I just opened this thing. It's gonna act like it's dried out. The Lobo popcorn bucket. No. How much does that go for? Like $50? It's a toy. It's a Lobo toy, like a figure. Barely holding any popcorn. Yeah. How much does it cost? What? I see 70 here. Is it $70? That can't be right. Holy fucking shit. That's some greedy shit. Like I would have thought 20 would have been too much. Like collectible, you know, basically a statue, all that shit. $20 is too much for that thing. I'd say the popcorn bucket part of it takes the value down. Or the popcorn wallet, whatever it is. Jason Momoa comes to your house and hand feeds you popcorn. And says reassuring things in a bass voice. Morena Baccarin from Firefly and shit? Deadpool? Yeah, no, I agree. I certainly don't disagree. Like, I guess Jason Momoa coming to your house would be cool for a minute, and then after a while, be like, okay, get out of my fucking house, you giant fucking hairy 2-year-old. She's in the He-Man. Oh, is that her in the He-Man? Okay. Cool. Work. I imagine the Deadpool thing's paid off for her a fair bit. Oh, she's the sorceress. Ah. Exactly right. I might see the flick. Not sure. That's kind of the main reason to see it. Like whatever. I'll probably check it out just because. What else are you gonna do? It doesn't look great though. I don't like the look of the dude. I think I'm going to not like him throughout the entire movie. So like, I don't know. I tend to make my prejudgments pretty quick. Although I also did do that with Ragnar on Vikings, and that changed my mind about that. See if we can get the hand here really clenching down when the sword goes through the back of his deck. When I complete the no, the clerk will never be phased out. Exactly, the clerk of the end game. Because like in the first arc, the main setup is the clerk are following Maxtremus and the Maxtricians, which is her race, which I've never updated. that was a placeholder name. I'm just like, yeah, that's good enough. Sure. They're following them, and they're not going to stop until they get them. They've been following them from planet to planet. So the end game is that one day the clerk, like the clerk Armada, has to get here. This is all just scout ships until then. So there'll be. I'm gonna have to do a lot of making threats. Oh, a super cleric. I like that. I always liked the super scroller when I was like collecting the Marvel cards and shit. I kind of like these lines. These lines are all right. Yeah, no, I mean, I love when I see that in. I usually see it in like Liefeld books, where it's like, this is a placeholder name, wasn't it? And you just never came up with anything better, and you shrugged. I do a fair bit of that. I also do a lot of like, the opposite, where I'm just sweating over a name and working it way more than I need to. Depends. I got a whole bunch of names, but like if you're trying to come up with like cool names that are original, it's like, yeah, no, man, that's tough these days. Somebody already took Night Thrasher, you know? The Angela thing. Yeah, no, that's fair. Now, do we think that Neil came up with that, or do we think Todd came up with that and said, "I've got this idea for an angel character named Angela"? Because I feel like Neil would have gone with some obscure seraphic name that was mentioned in some 18th century Irish poetry, so that he could show off his knowing things skills. Because we all know Neil loves. There's one thing Neil loves. It's showing off his knowing things skills. And I would love to put out cards, Artsmith. I'm gonna have to look into it, like maybe in the second or third Kickstarter. I'd love to do cards. That's how I got into comics, is through the Marvel cards. New Super trying to name for himself, but keeps getting hit by copyright strikes. Yep. I've always said, if I ever get hit by a copyright strike for Blood Force, I'm gonna change it, and I'm gonna change it in universe. Like, what's the term? Oh, I can't remember now. Shit. Where it gets recognized in universe, like I suppose kind of a meta thing, but where the team in universe will be hit with a copyright strike and they have to change their name. Spont? You mean Hellspont? There was that one there. Why does it translate to full sheet? It also says full sheet on my phone. Unless you scroll over it. That's fucked up. Yeah, that's how it's spelled. It took me a second to be like, oh wait, I know which one you're talking about. That's a fine-ish name, I think. I always like the five Fleabiac brothers, or Fleabiac. I think it's probably Fleabiac. The Vacillator in particular is my favorite. And you're in good company with people, with not being able to spell too well. Yeah, like the way it's actually spelled is pretty good, right? It's not bad. And I mean, it's a pretty cool looking character. It's a shame that Jim Lee killed him off in like issue 4. It's like, oh, because you're not coming up with anything better after that. Not for a long time, I'm sure. That should have been a returning character. For like, like just the rest of the, and he didn't show up again until, fuck, what was it even? Was he in Wildstorm Rising? I feel like he was. Yes, he was too. But that was like, what, issue 20 or something? So you went like 2 years without showing your cool looking bad guy. And meanwhile, you didn't really fill it up with anything interesting in the meantime. I mean, at that point, you might as well call him Respawn, but then I think Todd probably looks into it for copyright infringement. No, I got a whole list of names. Hey, Rob, how's it going? No argument here. That'll do, I guess. Yep, boop, boop. All right, let's work on this thing some more, I guess. So how's it going today, Rob? I gotta check out the video for that the Spawn thing. I haven't really seen what a Spawn issue looks like since I think issue 14, 15. Have they changed much? I feel like probably not. I hope you weren't too attached to the captain. I know you enjoy the what is it? That not happen. But this is kind of the last we're gonna see of the captain here. They all still look the same. Which, the cleric or Spawn? Probably Spawn you're talking about there. Although the cleric all do kind of look the same. I'd like to pick up some like the milestone issues, like a 50 or 100 or something. But like they're all like 10, 15 bucks, and it's like, man, it's not worth it to me to do that. That's if I'm lucky, I get that much back making the video, and I don't think I'm gonna have that much fun talking about it. Are the clerk gonna change? Oh, good, Monty's back. We can talk about real things now. Um, Probably, because after like 6 issues, I'm getting a little sick of their designs. So I'm gonna update at least parts of it. I think the basic dragon head stuff will stick around. Although I might, like come up with different permutations and stuff. There's already different permutations. But like the armors and everything, those are probably going to get more interesting because those felt like they got boring after not too long. So, like I said, I've said before, the Clerg are, yeah, clear spawn still seems to be a slog. Yeah, that's a shame. The Klingons changed. Yeah, that's true. Although not much since Star Trek 3. But, yeah. Unless we're counting, like, the new Trek stuff, which I don't think we are, right? No, we're not doing that. But I said before that the Clerg are a... they're a conquering race, but they're also a cannibalizing race. So when they take over a civilization, they usually hang on to all their assets. So they'll hang on to their ships. They like incorporate their technology. There's a little bit of Borg to them, I guess. So that means that different ships can have different aesthetics. I think they did that, didn't they, Brain? With Deep Space Nine? Where they went back to the original series? And Worf was there, and then the Klingons that basically look like people with tans. And it's like, what is he talking about? Those aren't Klingons, are they? It's like, yes, they are, but we don't talk about him. It's pretty great. I thought that was a pretty nice workaround. Instead of trying to come up with like lore reasons that are gonna be like everybody knows what you're doing anyway. It's not like you're like oh, that does make sense. It's like no, you're just making up for the fact that you didn't have a budget in the '60s. It's fine. You're allowed to not have a budget in the '60s, but it's fun if you can just kind of like make a joke out of it too. I thought they did a really good job with that. I can't believe it took me so long to watch fucking Deep Space Nine. I didn't really want to watch it when it came out. It's like, no, I like TNG. I'm a TNG guy. Not quite like a Trekkie or anything like that, but I do kind of pick my spots and go, okay, this is where I'm going to stay forever. So I didn't watch Deep Space Nine until like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, maybe a little bit less. And watched all of it. It's like, oh fuck, this is better than TNG. That is part of the problem. Like, I mean, that's the problem with like most sci-fi shows. I would say, is that first little chunk you got to get over. It can be so fucking boring. I still haven't watched some show Lee was recommending. I can't remember what it is now. Not Babylon 5, but something like in that vein or something. Studio too cheap to pay Brendan Fraser. Yeah, I saw that. I feel like that's a bit too meta for George of the Jungle, but like, hey, I suppose it's not the worst thing. But no, once Deep Space Nine got rolling and they really got into like the I don't know, like getting away from the episodic thing, because that was the whole thing, you know. Like I do like that about Star Trek, that pretty much every episode stands on its own. You don't need to watch them in sequence, but it did make it a lot more involving on Deep Space Nine when everything works in sequence. Starlit Academy. Monty's been watching reality shows. Venture Brothers. Okay. All right, all right. You don't have to. Mike's allowed to have terrible taste. Otherwise, we would have blocked him long ago. Oh, if you drew male nudity with Sam Keith, I don't know. You might get negative depending on the market you're throwing it at. Hey, MEP, how's it going? You're a Freddy Got Fingered defender. Okay. I think the closest thing I saw to a decent defense on Freddy Got Fingered was the Red Letter Media review, which was like still a pretty backhanded kind of defense. I don't mind the idea that the entire movie is just a practical joke. It's just the studio gave me a whole bunch of money and I didn't know what to do with it. So I had to make this stupid movie. I don't think I've ever watched the movie. And I don't really plan to. I'm not a Tom Green fan. I don't know if that helped too much. No. Am I a Green Tom fan? Ooh, I don't know about that. Klingons were in the motion picture for me. Yes, I thought about mentioning them there. I feel like they're different enough in Star Trek 3, though, to, you know, that's where you draw the line to modern Klingons. Yeah, I was... Ugh. Anything Tom Green showed up in back in the day, I was not a fan of. including Charlie's Angels. I did kind of like. Yeah, no, he is Canadian. I do not, feel the need to back up every Canadian. Not by a long shot. No. There's like 40 million of us. There's no way I'm backing up all those people. And the Gambit glove, that's just to smear a little less. I mean, it doesn't help that much, but a little bit. What was I going to look up? Fuck, I was going to look something up. I'm not looking it up now because I don't know what it was. Canada needs to apologize for him? No, because I won't defend him. That's like saying the states need to apologize for Trump. It's like, no, they don't. Just stop electing him for stuff. This is my Toronto accent. This is a bona fide Toronto accent. I don't know what those fucking fakes that you've been watching or have been teaching you about Toronto. It ain't Toronto. We're gonna find out it's been Halifax this whole time. And just, Americans can't tell the difference. Well, I don't live in Vancouver. I live outside Vancouver, but I was raised in Toronto. Lived in Toronto for the first 20 some odd years of my life. So, I don't know how they talk. I'm bad with accents anyway, so I don't know what the difference is between how Toronto people talk and how Vancouver people talk. I don't think there's much of one. Yeah, I don't know what the actual population of Canada is. I remember it being 35 for a long time. 41 million. Yeah. Yeah. No, and we're bigger than the States. But the thing is, a lot of it is marsh. It's like tundra. And it's all, too cold to fucking live in. You get halfway up the provinces and everybody's like, nope, thank you. Unless you want to live somewhere real cheap. Which, there's a couple of those. That's fine. California can keep that many. That seems like a ridiculous amount of people to try and cram into that small an area. You mean A? I say A all the time. Not gonna say I'm proud of my Canadianism, but I'm not gonna hide it either. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna grab a quick smoke. I think it's been about an hour and a half. There we go. No, it's real fucking cheap. Like north of halfway up the provinces, you can get extremely cheap rent and housing. Is Canada going to ruin our summer with wildfires this year? I don't think we have for the last couple. It's been a little while. I mean, Los Angeles tried to ruin ours a few years back. Oh, yeah. He's holding up. Okay. Okay, I will be back shortly. All right, just be there in a second. All right, where are the glasses? There we go. Hope He-Man don't make. All right, Rob. Well, I hope I didn't miss Rob there. I think I did. Oh, well. I got to hear what his review of He-Man is. But hope He-Man don't make you He-Mad is a pretty good little chirp there. Yeah, has Rob ever reviewed a He-Man show? Because I know there was Kevin Smith one a couple years ago. That might have been predated his channel, though. But I would like to see one of those. I get the feeling he wouldn't have liked the Kevin Smith one too much, but maybe I'm wrong. No, that way. Do I do a loop? Good. I like the flight plan is like extremely erratic on this thing. I don't know that he's ever done a dedicated review. I don't think so. I think he could. You know, just thinking about like every once in a while he'll just talk about a subject and he's able to just kind of go. That's a bit more squared off than I was hoping. How much do we miss watch-alongs? It's been a while since we tried them. What was it that did it? Did he do a Howard the Duck watch along? Because we did one, or we did part of one anyway before I decided I'd had enough. Suppose we could get back to that on Wednesdays. Not a lot of people show up, right? So just do whatever. I thought a Howard the Duck watch along would be fun too, and then the movie wasn't great. Freaked, the Alex Winter movie. I never did watch that one either. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I feel like I'd stick to like my boring stuff. Just put on Terminator and Pumpkinhead and Predator again. No, I'm not putting on Freaks. Freaked, very different movie. See, the thing is, if I put on Freaked and you're not seeing Alex Winter with all sorts of crazy prosthetics on, are you really getting the full experience, you know? Like, not really, but is that okay? Okay, good. It wasn't just me with Howard the Duck. Because I felt bad about that. It's like, man, I'm like letting people down by not digging on Howard the Duck. I'm thinking Birdemic won't happen. We missed out on April Fool, the Birdemic RoboCop remake double feature. Now I want to check what the last movie we did was. Oh, I think I stopped saying what they were in the title though, so it wouldn't be able to tell. Oh well. Oh, Mario Brothers '93. Ugh. So that's another movie I've never bothered to watch. We did watch Tank Girl. I think that was all right. One thing I would like to check out is the Aeon Flux cartoon, but I think you gotta subscribe to Crunchyroll to get that. I'm not gonna do that shit. Yeah, let's see here. Paramount Plus. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not subscribed to that right now. You're a Mario Brothers 93 defender? Okay. I don't, hey, I'll put on Ninja Turtles again. How's that? I got no problem with that. Garbage Pail Kids? No, I'm not watching shit, man. It's great that you enjoy watching shit. Doesn't mean I gotta subject myself to it. There's just a lot of fart and barf jokes. Like all sorts of excretions. Like, no, that ain't funny. We're discussing the Garbage Pails Kid movie, I think. We probably shouldn't do that. Oh yeah. Like I remember, when we first were started doing the watch-alongs, and I put on Flash Gordon. I was honestly I was expecting it to not be good, and that one kind of blew my mind. So I was like, oh shit, maybe there's more that I assume are bad that are good, and we haven't found too many of those. Flash Gordon is great. I didn't know. I avoided it forever because you know how it looks. Don't tell me you don't know how it looks. We all know how it looks. But no, I put that thing on, and when I was trying to draw it, I just kept looking over, going, "What in the fuck?" Did Queen do the soundtrack for Highlander too? That's pretty cool. And then you get to the end where he does the leap at the camera, and it's like, okay, fuck, I just gotta watch this on my own. And I did, and then I watched it with my son later on. He was very skeptical. But by the end of it, he was like, holy shit. No, I'm probably not gonna watch Flesh Gordon. Certainly not with my son, anyway. Hey, Darker Half, how's it going? Thanks very much. Very much appreciated. Oh, that's cool. Well, anytime you want to pop in, you're more than welcome. Should probably turn up the volume while we're talking about Flesh Gordon. That'll, I mean, the customers will love that shit. If you got any. Watch Flesh Gordon while discussing Eric Larson. That sounds like a great way to get like my channel like an actual legitimate strike. I'm just glad I didn't. I remember that time I accidentally put up the video for Savage Dragon number whatever it was, 271 or whatever, and meant to put it up on as members only, and accidentally put it up on just like for real. It's like, oh fuck, because that could legitimately get me a strike. You don't go putting nudity up, and there's a fair bit in that. No, there have been a couple of like scares when I put on stuff that was like when I put on music or movies in the background that are copyrighted and get my streams taken down. And it's always stuff you're like, what? That one, really? Stanford voiced the. Oh yeah, no, throw out those lanes, Sheldon, constantly. So yeah, anybody who hasn't checked out Occult Descent Volume 2, hit the link in the chat here. Try to go full announcer for you. Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, it'll have to do, I guess. It's not terrible, at least. Sometimes it's pretty terrible. Oh, good shit, man. Good to hear it. Somebody's telling you there's a stowaway on that ship. Did you read the next page, man? Fucking spoilers here. Let's see here. Yeah, sure. I think I can just... Oh, no. That's terrible news, MEP. All right, and let's do a little, because Monty's still here, let's do a little bit of stippling. It's very light stippling. I'm not going to get too dedicated with it. It'd be crazy if they were about to get another Renaissance. Really? That Amazing Digital Circus movie does that as well. I haven't heard of Digital Circus, I don't think. But that shouldn't surprise anybody. Really, I'm one of the worst people to have a YouTube channel. I don't keep up with fucking anything. All these live streams are always people informing me about things. That is what the chat's for. Yes. That was the intention when YouTube put it in place, I think. That is an interesting side effect of having a comic channel is I get updated on way more than I would expect because of stuff like the chat and people leaving comments. Like me theoretically telling people about a comic that I'm reading ends up with me getting way more information than I expected from people in the comments a lot of the time. Oh, thanks, MVP. I appreciate it, man. I put some work into that one. That one I was like kind of determined to get as much of it right as I could. Because I'm like, this has the potential to like get pretty wide ranging. Like Weapon X is, you know, like as much as I love Atari Force, there's not quite the same reach, you know? All right, Art Smith. Thanks for sticking around this long, man. I'm only going to be a little while longer myself. I appreciate it. Probably going to look at that, but it's all the black and white and French. What are we talking about? Weapon X was in black and white and French? There's some weird filter that YouTube's fucking with that I don't know about? Wouldn't be surprised, I suppose. Oh, like for a collection. Interesting. Bought it from Amazon France. All right. If it's a larger format, I think that'd be interesting. I'd definitely take a look at that. That could be a pretty nice looking book. Like in black and white, that's fucking crazy. I don't think I've ever seen Weapon X pages in black and white. But aside from that, the Atari Force stuff, it's so fucking good, man. Like the story so far has been okay. You know, it's space opera stuff. It's fine. It's not really going crazy one way or the other just yet. By issue 3, but the art in the first 2 issues at least was pretty fucking incredible. Like I was like, oh, like you know, you get it in the mail and it's like, oh, this is a great looking comic. Wait a minute, whoa, what are you doing, Jose? That first issue in particular really knocked my fucking socks off. Like he was doing so much with page design. And like I just wanted to check it out because like I didn't buy it with the idea of putting it on the channel. I don't think I was just like, oh hey look, you know there was an auction on my comic shop that had like most of the first 12 issues I think, which is most of the Garcia Lopez run. So I was like, I recognize that thing, you know, it's just memorabilia shit. And I go looking through them later, I was like, holy shit, this is way better than I expected. And with the cross-hatching nothing but after reading Weapon X, yeah. It's interesting because like it's I'm just about to get into the Jim Lee era on Uncanny issues. And I think at the beginning it's more Art Adams cartoony style cross-hatching that's Jim Lee has in mind. And then as soon as Weapon X starts hitting, he's like, nope, we gotta change it up. This is gonna be my career for the next year or so. Make me a millionaire. Yeah, that's probably enough. And then Lee can make the rest look interesting if he wants. Yeah, I'm with you. I love Art Adams myself. I like his earlier stuff better. Before he got to be like a real comic artist, when he thought he had to fill up every page with as much detail as possible, and it all like bled together because he didn't know how to space it out. He didn't realize how much it shrunk down, I think. I love that era of Art Adams. That's right at the beginning, though. Oh, the Art Adams classic X-Men covers? Yeah. I like the Mignolas as well. Those are great. Again, that's kind of my favorite era of Mignola. Like, just before he starts Hellboy. He still goes pretty heavy with the like detail, and like he's still thinking more like, I don't know, just regular comic book art instead of this crazy style he's developing. Let's flare those nostrils out. The Art Adams Marvel Universe book. Well, he draws a lot in one drawing. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of comics by Art Adams, but you know when you found one anyway. I feel like I should hit the X Factor books that he did with the trolls and everything. It always bugs me that Art Adams doesn't want to draw superheroes that much. Yeah, Gumby and Godzilla. I got an Art Adams Godzilla comic. I don't know how great it is. Like, I don't know if he goes that heavy on the detail in that. I feel like that Gumby special thing would cost too much to get. How much would the Gumby? Here, let me look on my comic shop. How much is Gumby? Gumby's Summer Fun Adventures? Is that it? I think so, yeah. No, promotional poster. No! The fucking comic. Gumby 3D? I think that's it. Where is it? Gumby Summer Fun Special. That's the one. Yeah, that's like $50 for just a very fine copy. Did you do the Creature from the Black Lagoon? I saw the Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a great version. Maybe the best version I've seen. Universal Monsters, Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives. No, that's Matthew Roberts. What's this one? 1993. Yeah, it looks like him, but that's out of stock. Lives and White Special. No, again, reprinting the first one. Yeah, doesn't look. It looks like it'd be tough to get a copy of that. Shit, I gotta get on Kirkman's radar there. $12 including shipping in the States. Pretty sure it'd be tough to get up here. Let me take a look at what. Let's look at eBay.ca, because a lot of the ones on eBay.com don't ship to Canada. Gumby summer fun special. Anybody got a copy? Yep, $192 plus $49.53 shipping. Oh, that's not too bad. 18 plus 6. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, it is. So, like, yeah, that's always the part. $24. It's like, for a Gumby Summer Fun special that probably not many people are gonna be that interested in. I don't know. Like, am I even gonna enjoy it that much? I don't know if I am. I appreciate it, MEP. That would do it. I will definitely wait on the other side of the lake for you until that comes across. Oh, let's not forget the wrist bracer things. Meet me in Brandon, Canada. I'm sure that's a place. Isn't Brandon in, like, Southern Ontario? Manitoba. What's the population of Brandon? 51,000. Wow, ranked second in all of Manitoba. That's crazy. It's a metropolis. I've since been informed my accent isn't very Toronto. So maybe I can't do the Toronto voice. As well as I thought I could. I don't know what the Toronto voice is, but you know. Tutus? Like Jacob Tutus? That's not how I say tutus. Is that how they do it? Torontonian is how they do it. Is how they say it. It's always fun finding out what the stupid dumb names people call or where they're from are something like that. So Torontonian, Vancouverite, Winnipegger. Calgarian, etc. Quebecois. All right. Well, I think that's about as much penciling as I'm comfortable doing on this. Now I feel like I'm getting out of my wheelhouse here. Well, you never know in Winnipeg. It gets cold there. You got to keep warm somehow. Or, you know, take your mind off how cold it is. Oh, is he not dressed as Iceman? That's a shame. Okie dokie. Yeah, no, that is not Marvel Iceman for sure. All right, I think I'm going to call it here. I don't know where the stream's going. Is it Michael Jackson disrespect? I guess it is too, a little bit, yeah. Still, you know, it's tough bringing up Mike. So what? Maybe you don't want to reference him like that, you know? I don't know. Particularly when you have a reputation. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna call it. So thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. It's been good. Turned out to be a lot of fun. So yeah, hopefully, well, I mean, almost certainly new video dropping tomorrow is after I finish the editing, but there's not too much editing left to go. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Monty. All right. You guys have a good night. I'll see you on Sunday. All right. There we go. Peace out.